Hello and welcome to your own channel Geostars. Today we will be discussing NCERT Class 6 Chapter 3 Motions of the Earth. But before we begin, if you have not yet subscribed the channel, do subscribe the channel for further notification. So now without wasting, let's start and have an insight regarding the facts related to the motion of the Earth. Before we begin and understand the facts regarding the motion of the Earth, it is very important to know about Sun and solar system. The Sun is the beauty to our nature. It is the most important source of energy for life on Earth. The Sun is the star which is at the center of the solar system. Our solar system consists of our star, that is the Sun, and everything bound to it by gravity, that is the 8 planets, including Earth, satellite, and other objects revolving around it. All the planets rotate and revolve around the Sun. Among this, planet Earth is the only planet known to maintain life. Earth, unlike other planets, revolve around the Sun. Earth indeed rotates around the Sun through two motions, that is rotation and revolution. Now let's understand as to what is rotation and revolution one by one. Rotation. The movement of the Earth on its axis is called as rotation, or we can say the Earth moves around its axis. This movement is called as rotation of the Earth. Now from the above definition, it might have made you clear that the Earth is moving around the Sun. But what about the word axis? Axis is an imaginary line drawn from the North Pole to South Pole that passes through the center of the Earth. It has a tilt of 23.5 degrees. Besides these terms, there are some other terms to be understood. They are orbit, orbit plane, and circle of illumination. So let's see first as to what is orbit. Orbit, the imaginary line on which the Earth moves around the Sun, is called its orbit. Orbital plane, the plane passing through the Earth along its orbit, is called as orbital plane. Now let's understand as to what is the circle of illumination. The Earth receives light from the Sun. Due to its spherical shape of the Earth, only half of the Earth gets light from the Sun at a time. As a result, the portion facing towards the Sun experiences day, while the other half portion away from the Sun experiences night. So the circle that divides the day from the night on the globe is called the circle of illumination. This circle of illumination never coincides with the axis. This means that sometimes the North Pole is tilted towards the Sun and sometimes it is away from the Sun. Earth Day. The Earth takes about 24 hours to complete one rotation around its axis. The period of rotation is known as the Earth Day. This is the daily motion of the Earth. So every day is a Earth Day. Rotation actually is very important, as if rotation would have stopped, then side towards the Sun would have been excessive hot, whereas opposite side would have been too cold. As a result, the climatic conditions would have been extreme and the life would have not been possible. So I hope now rotation and its related terms might have been very clear to you all. It's time to understand about revolution and other events related to revolution. The movement of the earth around the sun in a fixed path or orbit is called revolution. The time taken to complete one revolution ultimately leads to a leap year. So now let's understand as to what is a leap year. Actually, the Earth takes 365 days and 6 hours to revolve around the Sun. But we consider a year consists of only 365 days and we leave 6 hours so that we can complete 24 hours every day. So after 4 years, this extra 6 hours are added from 4 years to make 24 hours, which is a day. That is 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6 is equal to 24 hours. This one day is added to the month of February of every fourth year. So this is why every fourth year of February has 29 days instead of 28 days. Hence, this year is called as leap year, which has 366 days. Hence, dear students, I hope that now the fact that due to the revolution of the earth, we add extra day every fourth year might have been very clear to you all. Now, let's understand as to what is perihelion and ephelion. The orbit of the earth around the sun is elliptical in shape. Due to the elliptical shape of its orbit, the distance between the sun and the earth keeps on changing throughout the year. Sometimes the earth is too close to the sun, and at other times it is too far from the sun. During January 3rd, the planet Earth is nearest to the sun. So the point at which a planet Earth is nearest to the sun is called perihelion. Whereas during 4th July, the planet Earth is the farthest to the sun. So the point at which the planet Earth is farthest from the sun is called ephelion. After understanding perihelion and ephelion, it's time to understand equinox and solstice. Equinox is an astronomical event. It happens twice, once in spring and once in autumn each year. When the tilt of the earth axis is inclined neither away from nor towards the sun. During equinox, the tilt of the earth with respect to sun is 0 degree. Remember students, during equinox, the tilt of the earth with respect to the sun is 0 degree. Because of its duration of the day and the night are almost equal on equinox, that is 12 hours. Equinox occur on 21st March and 23rd September each year, and both days has equal length of the day and night. Similarly, solstice is also an astronomical event. It also happens twice, once in summer and once in winter each year. Summer solstice occur on 21st June, and it is also known as the longest day of the year in the northern hemisphere. Remember, it is longest day of the year in the northern hemisphere. This happens due to the position of the earth when there is summer in the northern hemisphere and winter in the southern hemisphere. Whereas winter solstice occur on 22nd December, which is also known as the shortest day of the year. At this time, the earth's north pole is tilted farthest from the sun. So here student, it is very important to remember that during winter solstice, the north pole is tilted farthest from the sun. It is summer in the southern hemisphere and winter in the northern hemisphere. Winter solstice occur on 22nd December, which is also known as the shortest day of the year. At this time, the earth's north pole is tilted farthest from the sun. Remember, the North Pole is tilted farthest from the sun. It is summer in the southern hemisphere and winter in the northern hemisphere. So, dear student, winter solstice occurs on 22nd of December. Now we will see as to what are seasons and how does season changes on the earth's surface. Because the sun never changes, only the movement of the earth changes in light and darkness and in temperature, thus causing different season. What is season? Seasons are different times during the whole year with different types of weather. Some regions do not have the season the same way as others do, but all parts of the earth have some season or changes in areas. Between polar and tropical regions, temperature, day length, and rainfall changes throughout the year. These changes give rise to different seasons. There are 4 seasons on our planet, that is summer, winter, spring, and autumn. Let's first see the summer and winter season. Summer happens in that particular hemisphere which is tilted towards the sun, whereas winter happens in the hemisphere which tilts away from the sun. Summer is the hottest season. On 21st June, the northern hemisphere of the earth is tilted towards the sun. As a result, the rays of the sun falls directly on the Tropic of Cancer. So the areas facing towards the sun receives more heat, and hence northern hemisphere experiences summer season. This is the time when Arctic Circle experiences continuous daylight for about 6 months. The longest day and the shortest night at these places occur on 21st June, whereas this situation is just reversed in the southern hemisphere during this time period. The southern hemisphere receives less heat as the southern hemisphere is not tilted towards the sun. Southern hemisphere experiences winter season. The nights are longer than the days, and South Pole and the places beyond the Antarctic Circle experiences continuously night for about 6 months. This position of the earth is known as summer solstice. Spring season is a charming season. It comes after long months of winter, so this season gives relief from cold temperature. Weather becomes moderate and we wear lighter clothes during this season. Whereas the autumn season is the transition from summer into winter. It is also called as fall. It is the time of harvesting of most of the crops, and during this time trees shed their leaves. So now it is clear that seasons change due to the changing position of the earth during its revolution around the sun. The year is divided into 4 seasons, that is winter, spring, summer and autumn. When the northern hemisphere points towards the sun, it is the summer in the northern hemisphere and winter in the southern hemisphere. When the southern hemisphere points towards the sun, then it is summer in the southern hemisphere and winter in the northern hemisphere. The spring season is the season between winter and summer, and autumn season is between summer and winter. With this, we have come to the end of today's lecture. Hope you would have enjoyed and cherished the knowledge. So do press the like button if you liked the video. And also do not forget to share and comment, as your comment will benefit others. And also, if not subscribed, do subscribe the channel by pressing bell button and also press all to get all the notifications of the further videos. At the end, I would like to say, the sky is not the limit. It's just the beginning of things, limited by our sight. With this, thank you so much. Stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you.